Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to 4 p.m. My name is Dean Stevenson, the fellow who's been at the piano all day today, and the ensemble just arrived to play today's piece, which is not the one you just heard, and if that means nothing to you, then allow me to explain very briefly. This installation, 4 p.m., which is now running its third time here at Mona, is about making the process, if you like, the process of art rather than the framed, finished stuff. There's lots of framed, finished stuff throughout the museum. Museums are good for that, lots of framed, finished things. Although, if you look at the little clause on my music stand, there's a little claim that says, art is never really finished, it can only be abandoned in an interesting place. And I suspect that when an artist is doing something, more often than not, the artist doesn't go, finished, send it off, give me the money. Mostly they would probably just say, get this shit out of my studio, I can't stand to look at it anymore, be gone. And that's probably the way it happens, because you just have to let it go somewhere. And that may be because you can't think of anything else to do to it, or because you can't stand it. So I thought I'd put myself on the line here every day and write something from scratch. The one you just heard was from the 195th day that I've been here at Mona writing a new piece. And today we are at 358 days. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're going, yeah, I could do that. Yep, no worries. You might play golf every day, in which case you get very good at playing golf. You might do cooking, you might mow the lawn, you might do something every day. Whatever you do a lot, you get better at. So am I better at writing music? Maybe. Let's find out. But I don't promise that I'll write a winner every day. We've made an album of the winners, which isn't many. But today, there's this little melody that was in my head. I used the eight notes at the start. If we could just please play the melody right at the top of the tune here. Yeah. That's it. So that's the little melody that was in my head for a while now, giving me the shits. So I'm kind of writing it like this today to try and kill it. That's what I'm doing. I'll get this out of my head. And now if we could hear from the top, please also welcome the ensemble for today, Miranda Hayato, Caleb and Marty. Now, it's important to note that everything that happens from here is sight reading, which means they've not seen it before. I only wrote it today, and they don't see it before they get here. So if everyone can now play from the top, that melody here will come again, and you'll hear what I put underneath it to sort of bolster it. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So there you go. That's like a little TV show. That was very nice, wasn't it? Sounds like it's somewhere between a Jane Austen film and a TV show, like I don't know, not quite murder mystery, but it's something whimsical and a little bit melancholy. Anyway, what the problem with na 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 na, the ones that end, melodies that have an ending, like have a banana, good night, those ones are shitty because you go, oh, now what? It's really short. And like, do I just do it again? And just keep repeating it till we all get sick of it? But that's where most pop songs fail. It's because the melodies are really short, like a bar or two long, and then all you can do is just keep repeating it until you finally just flick over to something else. So my job is to try and cut it off or break it early so it defies your expectations, and see if we can all stay interested long enough to get through our first drink, or maybe even buy a second one. Let's see what happens. So we're going to work through the rest of the tune now. Stick with us while we rehearse it. You can hear everything we say. If you have any questions, I'll come back to you. There you go. That was the melody. Let's see if we can blow it up. We got as far as C? Mm-hmm. C. From B. Let's go from letter B. C. Viola takes the melody now. There's a cello feature here. Dwelling on that harmony back and forth. Hold there, cool. So on the bar of F, those staccatos aren't accented, they're just a little lift. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Bar before F. Make notes. Okay. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
It makes it
Pencils.
longer if you put a slur in.
Oh. Let's go from the bar before F. How's that?
And 3.
So the cello has crotchet, 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 crotchet. So you've got, and the bar before G, quaver, quavers. But it's again crotchets. Dee, dee, da, da, dee. And 3 and 4 are both crotchets.
Do you want to try from bar before F again?
Yep. Oops.
Sorry, I know what happened.
Caleb needs sleep.
I went and
Same place again. Bar before F.
Oh, F.
F, yay! And then we'll see if anyone has any questions.
3. Okay, hold there. Okay. So, when we went fast, 3, dunk, 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 it's a different melody, but then just at the last, I tried to bring a little melody, a little evolution of the melody back in the first. So my job is now is to try and swap it and change it and make it creative, but always try and give you a hint. And that's one of the things that classical listening people are really good at. They listen, they pay attention more than pop music listeners. Sorry, they just do. To where the little melody, there's a little secret melody in there somewhere. Who knows who's got it? And they look for it and they find it. Pop music people don't care. They just listen to the words or the guitar solos. It's a bit lame, but that's what happens. So I have no classical training, by the way. I don't play any of these instruments, so I'm a rock and roll guy. So I'm learning as I go. Does anyone happen to have
Any questions?
natural written?
No? All right, keep going. Yeah, sorry, we've changed the key. Sorry.
No.
I changed the key signature, which is like going from French to Italian and back
Sounded
again.
a bit funny, clashy in 42. Maybe just
42.
try bar 42 slowly.
Yes?
1 and 2 and 3. It's that one there.
Yeah. It's actually minor major. It works.
If it
Yeah.
resolves it.
Yes. The James Bond film. That's right. Yeah. Totally the James Bond. Can we play that chord? Was it the beat 4 of that bar? The beat. No. Was it G sharp? Oh, sorry. There we go. Ha ha ha. You ready? There you go. That's the James Bond chord. Cool. That's good. Should we go from G into H then?
Yep. okay. Hey, woo! Let's go from I, letter I. Sorry, crossing over all crazy. Yeah, sorry.
1, 2, 3.
There's the end. Okay, cool. Woo! That was very nice. Okay, so we go from M. Do you want to slow M down a bit?
A little bit.
A little bit, yep, we'll slow him down a bit.
Fine. It's just all the shifts.
Okay. See all these shifty things, crossing strings. I don't know. Any questions from anybody? No? Okay, we'll keep going. Letter L? How about letter L? Is that a good place to go from?
Yep.
There's that. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Hold there. That was very nice. I wrote for a solo. I wrote solo a little bit a la Gershwin. The first thing I wrote was solo a bit slutty, but I took that out, thinking Gershwin was better than slutty. But anyway, you know what I mean. Just moving. Right. Anybody got any questions? You can ask anything you like, just in case you're not. Because rehearsals aren't something you normally see. You normally pay for a show ticket that gets you past this, but you're welcome for seeing the rehearsal. It's good. Okay, from O again, from O,
Yep.
from Gershwin, and it repeats a bit later on. We can do the same thing.
I'll indicate the bar before P maybe, if that helps. Oh, sorry.
Way, woo! Right, that's way up there in the garden. All the dogs are howling. So this for me is just like at the moment I'm, in terms of where I was during the day, I'm just smashing notes onto the page, going like, I don't know, let's just see what happens, and then go and check them on later, and oh yeah, they're okay. That's part of the creative process, is it not? Not trying to find the best thing you've ever done, because if you show up thinking you're going to do the best thing you've ever done, you just won't, and you know you won't. So this is just throwing notes at the page and see what happens. From letter R.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Gershwin comes back. There's the melody back again. Slow ending here. Last bar. Cool. All right. Oh, there we go. That's how it ends. We got to the end. Thank you. So now we'll have a last-minute chat, see if there's any more notes to make, any more things to check before we give it a run, start to end, and see if it kills anybody. Yes, a question over there? I compose for each instrument, yeah. So I've been writing them all together, all four parts kind of following each other all day long. And then when I print it, they just see their own part, but I'm always thinking of each voice, each part, and who's saying what at each time, trying to give everyone a fair share, hand the melody round, give everyone a moment in the sun, make sure everyone does their kind of comping responsibilities. That's what I try to do. That doesn't always work, but yeah, that's what I try to do. Yeah, all right. Any other questions? Okay, here we go. We'll give it a go, shall we? All right, we'll give it a go. If you just got the one listen in you don't need to run for the ferry just yet. But thank you for your time. If you got, we might play it twice. We'll see how we go. Thank you very much. If you want to head off after this one, 4 p.m. is here until mid-September, so there's lots more days, and you can pop back anytime. There's a live stream. You can see there's microphones here, so we record everything. I have a subscription to Patreon. You can get all the live things. But also, a point I want to make about creativity is what I made before about it's not always good. Like when you show up to your dance studio or your page or your choir or your string quartet, sometimes you just make the sloppiest, intolerable shit you can imagine. And don't get disheartened. I mean, yes, by all means do, and do a better job next time. But it's that first moment when you put something on paper and you go, oh, no, that's terrible. I'm actually going to go and hide in the garage for a month and not do anything ever again. That's the moment there. So there's an album of winners, which is a very small percentage of tunes that I've written here compared to 300 and ridiculous that it is. There's also a book here, you can buy the 4 p.m. book, which is the first 150 days, not only of the music, 11 hours of music through that book, but it's also my diaries. So it's like a creative journey from the driver's seat. Enjoy that. You can buy one from me or up at the shop. There's a bunch of stuff you can stay connected to. This whole journey about creativity. Right. Yes. Thank you. Sounds fabulous, she said. Yes, yeah, thank you. Yes. Yep. Well, they asked what happens on the days when it's not good. We push on regardless, and we rehearse and we play it within the half hour, and then I might go to the crowd. Do you want to hear it again? And often I'll say no. It's no good. Thanks very much, but we're going to ferry. But that's fine. That's fine. That's kind of expressing my point actually. That doesn't always have to be great. Just showing up is the best thing that one can do, I think. Probably more often than not, I'm here just pushing notes in for a good hour. It's 11 o'clock, it's lunchtime, like, fuck, I got nothing. And then maybe just before lunch, like a little melody, like, oh, there's 4 notes in a row that sound really good. So I write them down and come back to it from lunch, and then so eventually it shows up. And then just follow that. So in a kind of a woo-woo way, I'm not much of a woo-woo guy, but sometimes the music kind of tells me what to do after a while. So I just follow it. Yeah, have the faith to follow it. And trust your instincts, Thank you. You ain't heard nothing yet. All right, let's go.
So should we think of it a little bit more in two in the Allegro bits?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah, and you push it on a little bit more, I think.
But then,
Yep, I think so. Thank you. Keep it going for Miranda, Hayato, Caleb, Marty. Right. I know, got any jokes? Again. All right. Play it backwards. Can I play on the piano? Absolutely not. And there's a very simple reason for that. And if you recall the last few hours you've been in the museum, did you hear the piano? Like, not often, though. You didn't really hear it. And there's a good reason for that. I can't play it. I'm not kidding. I don't play the piano. I use it as a reference tool. It's just it's actually it's inflatable. It's a life-saving device. It's a reference tool I use to write. That's all it is. I have little markers on there. I use it it's all in my brain. I don't play the piano. Even if I wrote the thing and then at the end of the day I couldn't play my own piece. It's kind of weird. It's weird. Like tomorrow night I'll go into a bar in town, Henry Jones, and play swing tunes on the double bass. I can do that. I can sing till I've got 4 degrees in singing. Fuck, I don't know. So there you go. No idea. Yeah. No, it's fine. The reason I like to explain that is because like going to a conservatoire and learning to play the violin from the age of 4 and play it as well as these guys is great. And it probably helps, but it's not necessary. Later in life, if you want to do something like me, I was doing a master's degree in singing, and I sung with the string quartet when I was in my late 40s, 30s, 40s, and went, yeah, I'll give that a go. And now it's today. So there you go. Just wanted to do it, doing it. Yay. Okay, here we go. You don't need to be sit here anymore, do you?
Just shout out a
I'll just
letter
shout
of
at you.
applause.
I'm going to go sit over here and have a
Someone
drink
shout it.
while you play. Here it is one more time. Day 358.
Around the place that we're at. Yeah.
Come and buy a book.
Can we pause before H? Like 2 seconds.
Sure. Just like.
And then
Dun,
suddenly come in.
dun. Do you want to lead in?
Yeah, I'll leave it.
Okay.
Just see what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like switch them. Okay.
Hang on. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Miranda, Hayato, Caleb, Marty. Thank you for sticking around. My name is Dean. Come and have a chat if you've got time. You've got another 5 minutes before you have to meander to the ferry. There's still vaginas and stuff to look at. So have a good time and have a lovely weekend. If you're here for the Festival of Voices, sing your guts out. Thanks for coming. Bye.